Hello, family. How are you doing today? I am Eve with the Baby's Booty, and I am super, super duper duper super duper excited because we got a guest tonight. Yay! Let's ring the bell for the guest. Holla! Yes, hunty. Yes, we got us a special guest that is going to join us tonight here in a little bit. And I'm super excited to introduce you to Mr. Eric. Okay. And so we're going to talk to him tonight about, or you guys, he's going to talk to you guys about a way that you can expand your income. All right. For those of you who are trying to make some moolah. All right. So take your business to the next level and be able to offer services that you weren't able to offer before. So I'm really excited about that. I definitely need to get that information up there because I took it down. So I'm going to go ahead and pop his information in the description, and then you can check that out after we're done with the show. But meanwhile, I want to thank you for joining us this evening. Again, if you don't know, I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty, and we do have a Facebook group. If you're interested in joining us, just pop on over to Facebook and type in at the Baby's Booty, and it should pull us up. It'll be the Hoop group. We also have memberships here on YouTube. Bet you didn't know that. Yes, we do, honey. Yes, we do. You can join memberships and offer some support of the channel with your memberships, and that would be totally awesome and very much appreciated. You don't have to, but it's there, right, for the plucking. Alrighty, and so I want to mention a couple of things before we get into our introductions, because I know we've talked about it with the rhinestone buy-in, this past buy-in number 9. It went great, and as I mentioned to you guys at the start of the buy-in, that there's going to be $1 from every donation. I'm sorry, $1 from every purchase going to the Breast Cancer Foundation, and for every rose treat, the treat treasure trove treat that has the 3 different colors of the pink in it for the rhinestones, then $5 for each one of those was going to go to the Breast Cancer Foundation. And you guys, it was awesome. You raised $240 for the donation, and I bumped it up to $300 even. And so we donated $300, and I did post the link showing the donation. I think it shows the donation anyway, but I posted the link. It asked, did you want to share this? And I did in the group. But in case it didn't, let me go ahead and pull it up anyway, because I mean, y'all need to see y'all's donation. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So let's pop this up into, I didn't even move y'all over here anyways. Let's pop this up in the Dooflachi. Let's see, share screen. Let's share this screen, and boom, there it is. I don't know. Uh-oh. Why did it just say there's nothing to show here? Crazy thing. Let's do this. There it is. There is something to show. And it says, thank you. We had to pay a little extra. So it ended up being $312.90 because of the credit card processing fees. I elected to go ahead and pay that on their behalf so that they wouldn't have to pay it. So there was an extra $12. Here's the confirmation number. And I put down there, it is a group donation from the Baby's Booty. So thank you so very much, all of you, for participating in the buy-in and allowing us to send that over to the Breast Cancer Foundation. It means a lot because, as I mentioned, it does touch home for both Mr. McQuackins and myself. So we appreciate you guys doing that. So let's go ahead and jump into the chat, y'all, because I don't want to waste any kind of time, because this presentation is going to take just a little bit, and I want you to get the most out of it. Now, before we do get into the presentation, I am going to show you, for those who joined me with Patrice this past Friday, we was working on a laser. Well, I was working on a laser project. She was working on her buttons, and her buttons was way more successful than my laser project. So I want to show you how I had to go back and rescue that project, because y'all, it was tragic. If you missed that, please go back and watch the replay on Craftable Things this past Friday. It was hilarious, but at the same time, it was tragic. It really was, y'all. My painting skills just it ain't what it said. And then, oh, y'all, and then how about this morning? We got one of our viewers, Crafty Leo. She was on this morning. She had a video talking about rum raisin pound cake, right? And as if that wasn't bad enough, she was showing how to make that. I know this has nothing to do with crafting, but in a way it does. She ended up doing a strawberry banana cake with chocolate covered strawberries on top and a wine bottle in the cake. Y'all, mind blowing. And she got a printer that prints edible chicken. I don't need another printer, y'all. I really don't. I really don't. And y'all know Mr. McQuackins is behind the scenes, so I can't say anything about getting another printer just because it prints on edible sugar paper. I need y'all to go to bat for me on that. But anyways, please, Crafty Leo, go check out her YouTube channel because that was super cool. I had to bring that up, y'all, because that was like, it blew my mind. So I wanted y'all to go see that. But at any rate, that's an extra 30 minutes that I probably shouldn't have taken the time to say, but I had to say it, y'all, because that video was awesome. So I want to say welcome, Miss Sonia Siegler. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being y'all been commenting. Thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. Miss Avery Head was first in the house. Welcome, honey. Thank you for joining us. Becky Chisholm is in the house from Texas. Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member as well. Miss Tanyu. Oh, y'all, check it out back there. Our pictures are going to be rotating back there as well. So during the presentation, ignore it. But after the presentation, you'll see y'all's pictures pop up, okay? Because I've been going through them and cracking up every single time. It's like my heart swells from all the love we had while y'all was here. So those pictures are up there now. But Tanya, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Miss Beverly Smith. Hello. You said you were trying to buy the heat transfer, the rhinestone, but the link didn't work? You mean the transfer tape? Okay, I'll try and fix that. I'll have to fix that transfer tape link and see about getting that corrected. I apologize, and I'll try and fix it on the description today, okay? Chris Smith, hey honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Yeah, I was working in the background, so I went ahead and set everything up so that all I had to do was just pop on when it was time. Miss JB, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Ashita Solomon, hello honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. We got Patrice Williams, hey honey, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Laura Trevino, hello honey, welcome. Kevin Moore, holler, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss Carol Coleman, hi, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We got Patricia Johnson, Crafty Sassy Queen, Adrienne Daniels in the house. Welcome all of you. Miss Barbara Bonaparte, welcome, and thank you very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Gail Moore, Paula D. Hey, y'all, welcome. We got the best Uni. Welcome, Uni. Hey, honey bunny. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have who else? Stacy. Hello. Kirsten. Hello. And thank you, Kirsten, for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Nick Nack Nurse in the house. Hey, neighbor. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We got Yvonne Hudson from California. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Me Creatively by Kim. Hey, honey bunny. We have Shirley Dabney. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Craftable Things in the chat. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Always a pleasure, my dear. T Creates, Bonita Neely, Patricia Johnson. Hello. Welcome. Yes, y'all. It is time to get to crafting. PMS St. Louis. PM St. Louis. I'm forever doing that. It's not PMS. What in the world am I talking about? We have Sharon Davenport. Hi, dear. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Mary Brown, who's also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Michelle Anderson. Hello. Welcome. Lena Doyle Crafting. Linda Gray. Both of you are YouTube Hoop Group members. Thank you very much. Aliana. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Miss Pamela Bradley White. Miss Barb LaFawn. EJ's daughter. 755 Media. What? All the heart. I'm sorry. Miss 1K. Miss 1K. All of you are YouTube Hoop Group members, and I thoroughly appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much, y'all. I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to scroll down. I'm going to have to scroll down because we have got to get to our next part of the show. But before we get there, while I got Patrice on my mind, I want to show y'all the project that I was working on. I'm not showing you the tragic part, okay? Because you got to go to her channel to look at the tragedy. I mean, it's just, it ain't no point in beating a dead horse. That horse done rolled off into the sunset in the desert and then died. So we're going to leave that right there where it's at. But the other project I did go back and I did re-engrave it. And then I had to redo, now I haven't glued it down yet, but I had to redo the border, because how about the border was to come to find out the pattern wasn't all it was cracked up to be. But that's all right. That's a horse of a different color. That's a different horse. All right. But look, y'all, it turned out super cute. I haven't glued it down, so the little frame thingy isn't working, and I got to repaint this cloud because the first cloud that I did that was gray is too small. Okay, so I'm gonna have to paint this cloud, and then I'm gonna have to paint this heart. And Chris Smith, you're the one that told me to use the magic eraser to get that soot off of there. Home girl, come through. You know what I'm saying? Come through. When I tell y'all that magic eraser picked up the soot and didn't leave no mess behind, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. So yes, this is going to allow me to stain this and get it looking super pretty in the background. I'm super excited about this. And then we're going to make the companion design to go with it with the baby's birth stats on it. So I'm really excited about that. So I wanted to tell you about that. Then the other thing I wanted to tell you is there are many of y'all who have been asking me about the next level rhinestone class. Okay, next level rhinestone class. I know you've been asking for it. I know y'all been asking for it. Okay, and I got some bad news about the next level rhinestone class. I'm not going to be able to teach it. I'm just not. So, but I brought in a hard hitter that can. You ready? Are you ready for this? Oh my gosh, y'all ain't ready for this, Mo. Hold on, let me calm down. Woo! Y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all ain't ready for this. Woo, child. I'm getting hot just thinking about it. Cut gracious, like y'all ain't ready for the hard hitter I brought in for this rhinestone class. And then what make it so bad? You gonna get both of us. Two for the, well, I ain't gonna say two for the price of one, but you know what I'm saying. You gonna get both of us. All right. So we have Patrice with Craftable Things. She's gonna teach the rhinestone design portion of the class to teach you how to create rhinestone designs. Okay, because I mean, I'm not the best at that. Y'all need the best, right? So I call her in and I had to beg y'all. I had to get down on my knees. I had to shed some tears. You know, I had to offer foot massages, all that crazy stuff to get her on board. She was like, bruh, say no more. I'm here. I love the fam. She's here. So she's going to be the first half of the class. The second half of the class, I will be discussing with you how to take that rhinestone template and rhinestone design creations and your rhinestones and take all of that and turn it into a profitable business on many different levels. So we're going to go into a whole field of ideas of things that you can do to make money with your rhinestones, how to be cost effective with your rhinestones, how to price your rhinestones, the whole nine, y'all. And I'm just really excited about this class. It's going to be at the end of the month on the 23rd. The tickets will go live tomorrow. All right, starting right at about a little after midnight tonight, but I'm gonna say tomorrow because y'all know how it goes. There's always something that'll come up and I won't. So tomorrow, Monday, it will go live. All right. So I hope y'all are looking forward to that. The tickets will go on sale tomorrow. So yeah, super excited about that. Please be sure to thank Patrice because I'm telling y'all, I was like struggling. I was like, I don't know. I was sweating bullets. I was unsure of myself. And she was like, say no more, fam. I got you. And I was like, you're my homie. You're my homie. Yes, you is. That's my girl, y'all. That's my girl. So, anyways, thank you, Patrice. So, look for that tomorrow if you're interested in the Bling Up class. It is coming. So, for those of you in here who are interested in taking your business to the next level, while I was in North Dakota at the Wallapalooza, we met quite a few vendors while we were up there. And one of the vendors that I met has a solution that I thought was just so innovative and so super cool that I was like, you know what? I would like to present this to our audience because I think they could really take this and benefit from it. So it's a software program called Photo Zoomer. Mr. Eric is here to talk to you about that and how you can take advantage of that to expand your business out. So, I mean, how many times have you had a customer ask for a banner, graduation banners or, baby announcement banners? Or how many have you ever offered your customers custom gift wrap? Okay, come through custom gift wrap. All right. So we've got a whole list of things that you can take advantage of. That's just two. And so Mr. Eric is here to present us with that. And I'm going to bring him in now. So you guys ring the purple bell, throw some purple hearts in the chat for Mr. Eric. Woo! Holler! Hey, Mr. Eric. So Patrice, I'm sure she's in here. I'm sure you remember Mr. Eric. He was there, and so super excited. He's going to introduce to you guys Photo Zoomer. So, Mr. Eric, I'm gonna let you take that away. Let me know whenever you're ready to have me pop your screen up, and we'll go from there.
You can go ahead and let her rip. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for some time this evening. I appreciate it. I know Sunday evenings are the end of your family times a lot of times because you're back at it on Monday. So I do appreciate the time and the attention. I'll give you a brief history of what we do to kind of introduce you to the product. PhotoZoomer is a small family-owned business by my wife and myself, and we run this software division in the sense across the entire U.S. We have kiosks placed all over the U.S. We have desktop versions. We have at-home versions. So we have a variety of different solutions to fit basically any type of print need. I've been in the large format printing industry for 28 years. And I've learned of enough information to realize that it's still fun to do because the excitement on people's eyes when they see a product come out of the printers that we provide and the solutions we've created, creating those lasting memories are really kind of unique. And what we've done is we've created some tools that will help expand what you do. I had the pleasure of meeting Eve and her husband at the Wallapalooza, and we got to speak briefly. And now she's seen the software quite in depth, and she'll go into some of the things that she's going to do later on in the presentation as well. But what she wanted me to do is focus on the things that you could expand to do. And let me explain to you a little bit the opportunities that are here. We have a solution called Print Hub Print Client, where we have hub stations placed all over the U.S. Basically, these are our full kiosk unit devices that are PhotoZoomer owners that can produce the items that you see here on the screen, or a variety of them. And then we hook those print hubs up with print clients, such as people like yourself that are either at-home businesses, a business that wants to get into print but wants to take the stair-step approach into print. So we kind of create the path to print for you. And our software is based on a subscription aspect, depending on where you want to go. So you'll notice down in the bottom right, on the bottom right row, you see photo gifts, and that's where the sublimation part of it is, which is kind of why we were at Wallapalooza to begin with in that introduction. The remaining other products, if you have large format abilities, we can enhance the products that you can produce through those. We are certified software providers for Canon and Epson. We're one of the largest Canon graphic providers in the country because we only focus on their graphic entity products. And from that standpoint, it allows us to drive software solutions that are consumer-based products as well as business-to-business-based products. And our kiosks are self-serve walk-up, so a customer can walk up to any kiosk and operate the software with ease and produce something that they wish to complete. So your software pack includes the software, and then we also have hardware packs. So if you say, hey, Eric, I want to start off and be a print client location, or a print client user, we would install the software, train you on the software, and you would hook up with one of the print hubs that would be local to you. And what we mean by local is within a 1-day production time. Eve has the luck of having someone that's about 20 minutes away from her that's going to be her hub, that she can actually go and do same-day production for her clients if necessary. But otherwise, that she would have a product that was submitted to the hub on Monday, she would be received back completed by Tuesday, whether it be a canvas, a banner, blueprints if she wanted to do that, photo packages, the gifting items, and different things like that. The things that maybe she couldn't produce or didn't want to produce just because of volume or what have you, but also to do a variety of things. She can also be a hub for those, if she wanted to do work for other entities or people that followed her, she could be a hub as well, and you could too. So we'll kind of get into a little bit of the details. There's a lot of details to go into, but after this, you'll see she shared, and I believe the layout of what today's meeting is about, the link to the PhotoZoomer software solution page. But there's also an email in there. So when you would like to get some more information, whether it be a one-on-one demo or an ROI study of your area, and some marketing help, we can do that as well. Just feel free to use that sales@PhotoZoomer email that you see on that link. And we spell PhotoZoomer a little different because we're a little different here. We do things a little weird in regards to we really focus on the large format stuff. So it's PhotoZoomer if you see it in the upper left-hand corner there. So I want to walk you through a couple of things. I mean, even just spoke about, gift wrap paper, photo gift wrap that's taken off about 5 years ago is when it really started kind of hit the internet market. We developed a tool about 4 years ago, and we've been doing thousands and thousands of feet every year through our software throughout the country where we have our kiosks and our print stations. So basically you just click on the wrapping paper solution page, choose the width and the length that you wanted to produce. And we have some descriptions down there based on the package size, but who decides what size is a small package, medium package, or a large package is. So you basically have the sizing out there for you to choose. You choose a 24x36. You can either print it on matte material or glossy. And this is true wrapping paper. This isn't a mixture of some type of a regular copier paper like bond paper or, a thicker, too thick type photo paper. This is actual wrapping paper. And I can come in and do a couple different things. I can create a collage of photos where I choose a number of photos to go into a product. Or I can come in here and I can choose a theme where I want to go with a theme process. Like as we're approaching the holiday season, we're approaching Christmas. I come in here and just choose the backgrounds for our Christmas decorations. And then I can customize what the layout could be with the number of pictures. So when I choose the background, I'd hit continue here, choose the number of pictures that I want to put on it. And then I go out and then get the images that I'd like to do. Now we have a variety of ways of getting images. If you have the ability to use a USB drive or camera media on your computer, you can access them that way. Customers can email you the photos and you can put them into the drop folder, which is just a folder that we've created inside the unit for you to put images into. CD, DVD, a photo scanner, or you can actually use our PhotoZoomer phone app if you would like to. That's where you can see the locators of where systems are and things like that, but you can get images from there. And then we have clip art in here as well. So we have a lot of different clip art based on what you're looking to have. So a lot of these things that are built into the device from that standpoint. So we're going to come back up here, and today we're going to operate within my drop folder here. So we're going to look here. This is my daughter, my granddaughter, and my hopefully soon to be son-in-law. We'll see if he meets the criteria or not, and we get in there and we can move that picture around and size it. I can replace that picture with a different picture by just hitting replace. But the idea is to make everything as simple as possible. So again, I come in here and I'll grab Alexis. This is one of my close friends' daughter. Just graduated from Clemson this past year. And so I can create, again, a very unique layout for wrapping paper. And we'll come through here. I got a couple more pictures of her, and then we'll do the wrapping paper layout. So what we're doing in this process is we're creating a 12 by 12 inch square that we're then repeating through the process of creating that 24 by 36. So I can come in here, lay this out. I can come in here and add a border around the picture if I want to. Let me change the color of that to red and click OK. Come in here and just drag my bar across, and I can create a border around that picture if I like. And I can also go in there and add text, various fonts, sizes, and colors. The idea behind this is it's something that a lot of people say, well, I can do this in Illustrator. I can do this in Photoshop. And those things are true in regards to that creative aspect. But those are skill sets that are not in everyone's capabilities. And so we've created something that's an easy process for anyone to design from that layout. When I get done, I hit preview. You'll accept the fact that you have access and the ability to print that. And then you just create that custom sheet of wrapping paper. And it allows you to then print that, but it'll also save that project. So if the customer comes back and wants more of that project, all you have to do is just go into the reprint item and you can reprint those products over and over again. Now, for those of you who would want to be a client and have someone else actually do the production for you, when you hit the print button, there's an accounting system in here. So if you have account codes for customers, you can account for all that stuff. So you use an Excel spreadsheet so you know how to bill them out. If you were doing a billing process for maybe some commercial customers that you have, there's an accounting system built into PhotoZoomer as well. When you hit enter, if you're going to send it off to the hub, the only choice you would have is, from a printing standpoint, is your hub. If you actually had a printer, you could choose the printing device and the width of the media you were going to print on, and choose the hub. If you only had a 24-inch wide printer, but something was larger than that, you could do a combination of doing prints in-house as well as outsourcing them to the print hub. So we basically have you covered from every solution. And the hub that would be chosen for you, or the hub that we would match you up to, would be the closest locale that could get you the product either same day or back to your customer, to yourself the next day. And what I mean by customer is that our facilities are shipping facilities. We deal with a lot of mail and parcel stores that have our systems, and so they can print and ship these devices or these prints to anywhere in the country as well as anywhere in the world if you'd like them to. So if you were to send it to the print hub, a client information sheet would populate, and then you would just fill in those client information sheet information, and then that would print on the receipt. You get a copy of the receipt, and the print hub gets a copy of the receipt. And then there's a financial obligation to you to pay for that print through the hub. And then you would have your revenue as well and your profit line from that aspect. And then once you hit the submit to the hub, it's a fairly simple process. And again, it would create a receipt that's emailed to you as well as emailed to the hub. And those devices are then, the communication between you and the hub happens. So the hub can fulfill any basic print that you need, as well as, again, getting the product either back to you for your client to pick up, or actually ship it directly to your client by blind shipping it. We do that quite a bit with inside the area. And then you'll also see down here, here's a copy of the receipt. So you'll see this, the print hub receipt, your order ID number, your print hub code, so the hub knows what code it is to go and grab that job. Who submitted the information. If you had filled out the customer information, that information would be there. And then the size and the information that is needed for them to process the order. So we've tried to simplify the entire process of design to print. Again, whether it's blueprints, whether it's business cards, photo collages. So as Eve mentioned, you think about a wedding. There are so many things that are needed for a wedding: invitations, directional signage, tablecloths, photo tablecloths for, in the reception hall. You can actually set it up to where a picture can be taken at the wedding, can actually be produced, printed, framed, and or stretched on a canvas and at the reception before the reception is even halfway through the process. And so we're that quick of a turnaround from the majority of what we do product-wise. Everything that in PhotoZoomer's world is done on demand. If you had the printer within your home or within your business, you could produce these things again on demand. And these are not your ho-hum type prints. These are archivable images that are using an archivable process with the ink that is there. So we do giclée printing and all that. So we work with a lot of artists and photographers, and we can help broaden your business ability by doing that as well if you're able to print on demand. Those people a little bit more demanding in regards to what they need from a product turnaround time, so they're looking for more of that on-demand stuff. Now, I know Eve mentioned even banners. So I'd come in here, let's say I'd open my banner tool, I would go into it. It's going to open up here, and then I can go in there and just design the process of the banner. Now, the lag time of your screen may be catching up to mine, but I can design a banner, I can reprint a banner. Those hubs that I speak about would have a print hub button where they would access that code that was on your receipt to print your job. Okay. But I come in here, go design a banner. What do I want the banner material on? What orientation do I want it to be? Then I can create the size of it based on the sizes you want to offer to your customer, create the background, and now I've got a blank template. So from here, I can create a color. I can choose any color of the rainbow that I like, and I'd apply it to the entire background. I can use a template out of our template library. We have over 250 templates. You can also import your own designs as well, okay, which is quite unique because it allows you to do things with ease. So if you had your own template or the customer had created a template, they can actually click on background picture, and then wherever you had that template stored, you could bring it on here. So we'll just use the good American flag here and make that the background. If they created something and wanted to fade it off into the background, you could do that as well. Again, we're just making the design to print process as simple as possible, so you're not having to learn constant software education through that process. You can add as many pictures as you would like to the product. We have a variety of different things, obviously, that we can do. I just choose all the different pictures, place them on there. Once they're placed, I can just click on the picture and drag it where I want it to be on the actual poster. I'm going to come over here, click proportional. Okay. Let it process, and then I'm going to just make it larger by just clicking on the corners wherever I want it to be, and I can make it as large as I wish on that actual banner. Okay. I can go in and edit the images as well. If I wanted to make an image black and white or what have you, I could do that as well. I can center them. I can give a drop shadow to the actual photograph if I'd like to. I can come over here and choose this one and give a complete outline if I'd like to, and I can choose any color of the rainbow mix that's available to me. And so the idea is, again, to make everything as simple from a design to print process as possible. So I can design this, have it ready for print in about 5 to 10 minutes once I get my customer's approval, either print it in-house or send it to my hub and either have it within an hour or two from sending it to the hub if they're close enough for me to pick it up or for you to pick it up, and or have that hub send it directly back to you or directly to your client. So it shortens that online time as well. So most places that when you go online, you would wait 2 to 3 days for production, then you have the shipping time. Now you're able to promote the services to a customer without charging a rush fee for same day and next day service. Okay. There's very, very few people that have the ability to do that or that are willing to do that from a business standpoint to meet their customers' needs. But because of the vastness of what you're able to do, this can help broaden your abilities. Now, software subscriptions range in various amounts depending on what programs you want. Okay, so we have individual programs such as our Sublimation tool. Our Sublimation tool is an individual tool, and Eve will get more into that later, correct, Eve? Yep, so she's going to get into more of that, but we also have a photo insert tool as well. And the photo insert tool is simply a product that we offer that allows them to use a regular inkjet printer. We use 11 color process printers for our devices, but actually print and actually insert the items into a variety of different solutions for our customers. No sublimation required, no heat guns, no mistakes, no tragedies, Eve. I've made a few with my sublimation. I can't master the coaster for some reason. I have a bunch of coasters that have got white paper all over the front of the page. I'm having a hard time with that one. But from that standpoint, these are just photo insert items that I can create. But I can also go back and do a sublimated product. And again, Eve will get into that later. And actually, I think she's going to sublimate some stuff as well. But we've got a variety of different solutions in here from that standpoint. This program is $19.95 a month. That allows us to support you from a marketing standpoint. We hold what we call Zoom U classes, very similar to how Eve is holding this live broadcast today. We hold Zoom U classes that teach you different marketing techniques. We'll have specialists in there to teach you different type of techniques of production. Eve will probably be a future specialist on one of our classes on how to do this and how to do that. And so because we're software people, sometimes the ending product is not our specialty. It's the software that we're specialized in. And so again, that sublimation product starts off at $19.95. Our business card program starts at $19.95. It's a pretty simple program. If you wanted to get into offer that, there's 70 plus categories in there, over 2,000 different templates of business cards. So there's not much of a category that you can't find a solution for. And it's pretty easy to design because you guys are used to designing other little things, gifting items, mugs, tumblers, and things like that. Well, from the business card standpoint, this has just got a little bit different of a layout and requirement for printing and trimming. So I come in here and then my business or just keep scrolling down to whatever category I want. Okay, they're all alphabetized. Choose the design I want, and then I can go in and change the information on the card. If I wanted to change the company name, I simply just drag it over here. If I wanted to move it on this side of the card, put my cursor down here, highlight it, and just type in what I want it to say from that standpoint. I can go in there and change the color of that. So if I wanted to go to my deep purple, I could do that. I could put it back over here, but I can do whatever I want to from the standpoint of that actual font. Your blue line is your safety line. Your pink line is your cut line. If you want a grid so you can see where everything is lined up, you can turn that on. But basically, it takes the design process from this amount of time down to this amount of time. And time is money. And, so the shorter that we can make that process, but still produce a high quality, long lasting product, that's what we do. We've been doing this for quite a while, not to toot our own horn, but we've been around for a long time. And I teach marketing and print in a lot of different industries. We're going to be at Printing United. So if you're out here in Las Vegas this coming week, come by booth N973 and take a look at stuff if you get a moment. And you can do backsides of the cards. Again, there's a lot of different processes that you can do. So I can put calendars on the back of cards. But the idea, again, is to make things just as simple as possible for you to do. I don't want to take too much more time, but I would like to show one more product if you're okay with that, Eve. Okay, which is basically our canvas tool. This is really one of our more popular tools, especially with the photographers, because it allows you to create a canvas with relative ease. So I can come in here. Well, I won't choose Bruno there. I'll leave him alone today. I won't put him on the spot. If you're when you get into the cusp of a football thing, I kind of pick on you a little bit. He's a Browns fan. I'm a Tampa Bay fan. He gave me a hard time, so I put his little head on his grandson's body when we went to dinner one time. So, but from the standpoint, I just choose the different canvas that I have here. Come in here and I'll choose the size. Now, one of the things that we're known for is our ability to grade an image to where we can guarantee the quality of that image is not going to dispel during the printing process. So we'll give you a green, yellow, or red dot on how large we can take that image before it would lose the quality aspect of it. So it takes all the guesswork out of printing. So if a customer emailed you a bad image, you would know that from the beginning. So they could, if they emailed you a thumbnail from a screenshot from their phone or a screenshot from another screen of another phone, and you go, how come I can't make this look good? We're going to tell you why you can't make it look good. Okay. But I come in here, I choose a 24 by 36 inch canvas. And this includes the stretching, whether you use 1 1/4 bars or 1 3/4 inch bars. But one of the things that we do, this is one of the unique tools we created last year, was we have gallery wrap where the whole image goes around the side. But then you can also choose museum wrap. So if you wanted to have a color band around the sides of the canvas, you could do that. And you can also come in and do a blurred edge where we take the last 2 inches of that image and we actually blur it around the side. So it'll actually mimic and go from a solid image to a blurred image on the side, but a continuation of the image all the way through. Okay. And I can go in and convert the image. So if the customer goes, oh, I'd really like to convert this to black and white, how hard is it to do? Well, it's not that hard. I just hit modify picture, click on black and white. It'll take about 30, 40 seconds and it'll convert this image to a black and white. I can press done and apply it to it. And it's ready to make now a black and white 24 by 36 inch canvas with blurred edges. And here we go. I want to snap my finger, but my computer, you know how those things are. I'll snap my fingers as soon as it turns. No, I'm just kidding. And there you go. There's your 24 by 36 inch. But I can come in here and uniquely put Joe. Whoops, I better put her first. Joy and Rob on here. Add another line, and we'll put 07, 04, 2022 on there. And I can come in and add the text. So there's Joy and Rob on there. We're going to turn the text to white. We're going to pick a nice little cursive writing there. Put it up here, choose the date, change it to white, give it a different font. We'll make it the same one. And we'll drag it down here. So I can put text on canvases. I can put text on basically anything I want to. And so I can completely customize this canvas for the customer. And like I said, if you had this at the wedding and that shop was local, this could take about 20 minutes for our shops to produce and stretch and frame. You can actually have this at the reception before the bride and groom can make it to the reception. We do a lot of that stuff. We do a lot of work with funeral homes, golf courses, schools, daycare centers, hospitals, for new births. So we can, what you can do with PhotoZoomer is really your imagination is your limitation. Okay. It's an innovative software where we embrace the innovative process of you, and we like to hear the input of what you like to see the software do, because that's how we grow. Again, my wife and I have been doing this for a long, long time. Everybody says, how do you live together, work together, do it all? You've been married for 33 years. How does it work? And I go, because she does what I say. And everybody laughs, and I go, it's only because I say what she tells me to. And when I try to write my own script, that's when I get in trouble. So yeah, to keep it light, we work very, very well together, and she has her own part of it. I do my own part. But again, I want to thank you all. I don't know if there's any questions I can answer for anyone. I don't know how the questions may come in, but Eve, I'm gonna let you take back over unless there's anything else you want me to cover, and I'll hang out for if anybody has any questions. So.
Thank you very much. Yes, we did have a couple of questions pop up while you were doing your presentation. And before we stop the screen, I'm going to let it stay up just in case you need to go back to a specific section. But one of the questions was, is this available only in the US? Now, I know you mentioned that once the product is created, it can be shipped anywhere in the world. But as far as someone getting a hold to the software and then sending the design off to one of the hubs, are all the hubs only in the US?
The hubs are currently only in the U.S. The software is available depending on the country. There are a few countries that we're in that we operate in from the EULA standpoint, the end user license agreement for software, but we're not in all, but based on the intellectual property aspects of those countries. So it depends on the country that they were based in. Canada, not a problem. If you've got Canadians on here, Australia, New Zealand, not a problem. We get into some of those other ones that, hey, we want a copy of everything, and we're not willing to just release it all to these governments. Not that we're anti-government, but I'm not giving them all the access to everything. They have access to enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The other question in regards to the same question, where are many of the hubs located in the U.S.? I know you told me over 1,500 locations.
Yeah, there are locations all across the U.S. Where we can get something to you next day. I can reach anywhere in the United States next day. Okay, I can reach most of Canada next day, even from the U.S. aspects of things. So from that standpoint, we can handle basically any request, even in Alaska, even Hawaii. I have 7 systems in Hawaii. I have 2 in Alaska, and then the rest of them are just spread all throughout the United States. Now, if you wanted to kind of get an idea. I don't know. Can you see my screen here? My phone?
I can make you bigger. Let's see.
Don't make me bigger, and you make me taller. So if you were to go to the app store of your phone and download the PhotoZoomer app, it's called FZ Photos, and you're going to look for a little symbol that looks like this right here. FZ Photo. Too close? Not close enough? It's a little purple.
F and yellow. Yeah, the FZ. The F is purple, the Z is yellow.
With a green diamond behind it. It's called FC Photo Prints. In that app, there's a locator. So if you were to hit that locator, it's going to show you all the PhotoZoomer systems that are around. So these are all the ones that are around the Vegas Valley here that have PhotoZoomer systems. And so it will show you the location that's closest to you if they have their phone app available for you to see. Most of them do. Most of them want any customer that they can get. So you can download that app and see what is around you. The phone app allows you to upload photos for access in a kiosk. And so it allows customers to upload, share the code with you. Once you got that code, you can put that product on anything. You can use the same code, whether in the Sublimation tool or the banner tool or Canvas tool or anything. So it doesn't matter what the customer wanted. So the same picture that you printed for them on their invitations, you could print on any other sublimated item that you wanted, or gifting item or anything else as well.
Okay. That's super cool. Let's see. We also had a question about, is this like dropship? Actually, there were 2 questions on whether this is like dropship. So in other words, you get a customer, the customer places an order, but I think the biggest difference is you actually help with the design phase with the customer. So like the customer sends you the graduation banner request that they want the school picture of the school in the background with a picture, cropped of the daughter, blah, blah, blah. All of that is going to be there, and you do all of that designing, but then you send it to the hub, and the hub prints it or does the job and either sends it to you or sends it to the customer. So in a way it's kind of like dropship, but in a way not. What answer would you give on that?
I would say yes, kind of in a way. The hub can only print a job that's submitted. It cannot edit a job. So when we send the job, if you were a client, let's say scenario, Eve, you're the client, I'm the hub. Eve creates a banner. Okay. When she sends it to the hub, it's encrypted and it's flattened into one single image. When I get it on the hub side, I get a code. that's on that receipt. I get an email saying I've got a hub code. Okay. I then print out the receipt, say, okay, Eve ordered this on indoor banner. She wants this 2 foot by 5 foot. I go over to my PhotoZoomer system, bring up the banner tool and hit that print hub button. That print hub button will direct me to put in the code. And then the only thing I can do is choose the quantity and hit print. So if you misspell Bob, the only thing you could do is call the hub and say, don't print that one. I'm sending you the corrected one, because we don't want the hub making any change like that. The hub is going to work directly with the client anyway to know where to send that product, whether to send it back to the client location or to send it directly to the customer based on what that client's directing them to do.
Okay. So another question was for the business card software. Is there a business card option for the see-through business cards, or all of the business cards just your basic white cardstock business cards?
You can do transparent business cards. So you're talking about your plastic cards. Yes, you can do that. The creation that we have where you're using our backgrounds are all full bleed, full color. But if you were in the template location, you'll notice in the very first one is blank templates. That's so you can go in there and choose that and create. We give you a white background just for reference, but when it's created, it can be created as a transparent if necessary, if you would like that. Okay, because when you would send that to be printed, they would remove the background for the transparency based on the stock that you chose.
Okay.
Now, business cards, depending on, let me just clarify one thing. Business cards, depending on what a customer chooses in regards to the thickness and whether they want a coating on it or not, that can take longer than a day or two to get done because the coating requires a drying time. So business cards may be a 2 to 3 day turnaround versus the next day process, depending on what they've done or ordered.
Write down a question I have, but I'll get to that after we get to everybody else's. Okay. Let's see. The other question was, is each tool a separate subscription? So business card is one subscription, Sublimation one subscription, or is everything one subscription?
No, you can get everything else is bundled. The only ones that are individual, the individual ones are business card, blueprint, and sublimation. If you get the full PhotoZoomer software, which is $89 a month, which is all of the tools you see here except sublimation, it's $89 a month, and that's everything. Okay, and you can add sublimation for an additional $10 a month. Okay, so for basically $99, you get everything, including the sublimation software. You also get unlimited marketing support, unlimited training, and unlimited Zoom U classes. They're all included in that support structure. So there's no other fees that go along with that.
So for $99 a month, we can create all of these different products and send it to a hub to fulfill on your behalf. And that's the beauty of the PhotoZoomer system, because this is allowing you guys to be able to offer to your customers all of these other products that you don't have the hardware for. You don't have those printers. You don't have the wide format printers. You don't have the ability to print clear business cards. You know what I'm saying? But now you can do that if you have that market in your area. This software pretty much covers it for you. Yeah, the other question, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The $99 is if you're going to print things in-house. If you're going to outsource to the print hub, where you're splitting the revenue, your monthly fee, including sublimation, is only $74.90. So it's actually lower because you're giving up that the stuff you're outsourcing, you're giving up part of that revenue to the hub. So we lower the fees for the software. So it can be as low as $54.95 a month with the software minus the sublimation. If you add the sublimation to the client version of the software, it's $19.95. So that's why it's $74.90. So again, there's a variety of different levels based on what you're looking for. And when we have the conversation, we can determine, because you can lease large format equipment for as low as $90 a month for a 24-inch wide printer, $108 a month for a 44-inch wide printer. And these are graphic printers. These are not your little blueprint machines. These are full-in graphic printers. We even have printers that can do fluorescent printing colors now, like you see on our Painted Lady. So we have a variety of different ways to do that. So the software packs can range anywhere between $19.95 a month all the way up to the $99 based on what you want it configured as. Okay.
So let's make sure they completely understand that, because that was one of I thought that was a really cool point about leasing equipment. So if you have a office space, for instance, and you're already operating out of an office space and you would like to be able to print large format or whatever, he leases the equipment to you as well. And that package again is what?
Well, it depends
Or
on
that option?
Yeah, it's anywhere between, it can range depending on configuration, $90 a month up to like $110 a month, let's say, because then we can add media to that pack. So when you get it, you have all the different types of media you'd print, like your indoor banner, your outdoor banner. Some people buy the material versus putting it in the lease, but some people say pack it all into the lease. And I don't want to make any payments for 90 days. So we kind of build it so you can build your revenue stream before any payments become due as well. So we help you along. The whole idea is that we become really close friends in the beginning. And then after about 30 days, you don't need as much from them in regards to day-to-day conversation or week-to-week conversation, and you start to stand on your own. Okay. And then what we're there to do is to always support. So if you were to, like say, work in an office and you added someone to your staff, we would train them on how to do everything versus you training, because you're only going to train them on what you know. We can train them on everything that it can do, which may even broaden what you do from a revenue standpoint anyway.
So you guys, that's why for me bringing this system in and showing you guys what's involved with Photo Zoomer, I felt was super important, because a lot of you are interested in expanding, and here's a golden opportunity to be able to expand without spending thousands at one time to try and get into other markets. And of course, you're not obligated to do so, but if you do offer any one of these services or all of these services, then it allows you that flexibility of being able to say, hey, let's give this a shot and see how it works. And be able to offer more things to your customers without that huge overhead that a lot of folks like us get into and purchasing equipment and such.
You can be a hub as well. So let's say Eve, you added a 44-inch wide printer to your, I know he doesn't want any more printers, but let's say you added a 44-inch wide printer. You could be a hub for any of the people that you work with. So you could be a hub for all those as well. So if you think about where you are, let's say you're up in Issaquah, Washington, and you say, I know some other crafters are up here, then we can all kind of band together. They would all support me by sending design work. It makes paying for that printer much easier, because you're spanning it amongst 4 or 5 of you versus one. Now, one of you is responsible for it, but you're spanning that out. So you can all be hubs for yourself as well as for other people. So you can help build your own network as well.
That's so cool. So to answer Kirsten's question, we kind of went into that a little bit, that yes, there are subscriptions plans with each factor, and a lot of it depends on just what levels you're trying to operate at. Are you trying to operate as far as having the software and sending it out, or do you have a large format printer at home and you want to just print for yourself with using his super easy software to put this? This is kind of like the Cricut version of the software as opposed to Silhouette. It's like drag and drop, click this, click that, and you're done. You don't have to learn Illustrator. You don't have to learn Photoshop. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. That was the appeal for me. It was just, okay, training. What do I need training for other than using the software? But being able to create and design on there, it was so simple that I, just felt like it was important to bring it to you guys. So we have another question, Candace BIC Design. So it's like ordering transfers for shirts. In a way, it's like ordering, in a way, I'm not going to quite go into transfers for shirts, because of course someone is asking about seeing the photo packages. If you'll pull that up for me.
Sure.
So like, ordering pictures is not the same as ordering a transfer for a shirt, because of course it's just pictures, but you are able to say, for instance, your daughter goes to a certain daycare And, the daycare likes to take pictures of the kids, but they don't have, an ability to have pictures done, so they can have pictures, whether informal or not, and then put together little picture packages. It's easy to set a kid in front of a wall and snap a picture with a phone, and that will allow the daycare to possibly raise some money, while you make money as well. So that's what this is about. This is photo packages. This is photo gift wrap. This is banners. This is business cards. This is a whole list of other things that you can add, and you can either print in house if you have the ability to do so, or you can choose the package that will allow you to send it off to a print hub. And as he mentioned, in some instances, if you have a print hub near you within a certain driving range, you could have it same day. That is crazy. I mean, who offers same day service at all ever, really, other than Amazon? And sometimes they even flaky. So this is just a really cool opportunity. So not quite like shirt transfers, but it is a way to order things that you can do for your customers. But here are the photo packages, Merlinda Lacey, that they offer. And if you could explain that a little bit for me, please, Mr. Eric.
Certainly. So our most popular packages are package 8 and 9. Obviously, it has the 2 8x10s, the 2 4x5s, the 6 wallets, or 5 5x7s, and all the wallets. Because you got mom and dad, you got the aunts and uncles and the grandparents and all that. So when it comes to buying these products outside, it's very expensive to do when you're talking about a professional photographer and you're talking about what the school gets back and all that. So I'm going to teach what I teach PhotoZoom owners, which is what we call the no-brainer fundraiser program. I'm going to teach you how to do fundraising for different aspects with inside your community, with schools and daycares and church groups and youth sports and all that. I will teach you how to hold these no-brainer fundraiser programs that will allow you to vastly grow what you do by giving portions of what you create back to the community. Just like you mentioned earlier in the thing about what you made to donations to the Cancer Society. We support a lot of different groups. We support, like we have a thing that says, okay, when you're going through your spring clean out, take any old suitcase you have and donate it to a child's hospital or to a homeless center, because those people need them. Don't throw them away. They can still use them, especially the teens and things like that. And unfortunately, here in Vegas, where I live, we have an enormous amount of homeless as well as teens, because of the weather allows them to be here throughout the year. And so we collect each year, we collect anywhere between 100 to 150 suitcases and donate it to the teen center. And so it allows us to do something that's just a community thing. And what it does is it allows us to on the backside of it is that people recognize what we do. So people call, how else can we do? Well, we do this, and 10% of everything that we print through PhotoZoom goes back to these different organizations. Which organization do you want to support? So each month we through the accounting system, I can account for that. But again, these are the two most popular ones. I come in here and I choose it. Let's just say this is the picture I wanted to use. Put it in the frame. I can zoom in to get him a little bit more into the frame here. And move over there. Crop him, and then it's just going to create your package for you. And then I can put him in a calendar if I want to. So I can go in here and just choose calendars and different things like that. Mine's turned off. I was doing some stuff earlier, but you can choose calendars and all kind of different things. And then you add it to order. And then if you had more orders, you just go out and grab the next package and then grab the next kit. Okay. And so I could do this, and we'll rotate the crop and we'll put them in here. By the way, they'd kill me if they knew I was using this picture. So, again, you can
won't tell them.
Yeah, you could just create some unique things, and it doesn't matter which package you choose. So you can create a variety of different packages using the same image in different orientations and everything like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's how it works. Now, when it comes to the photo packages, we do recommend you being able to offer those more on demand, just from a revenue split standpoint, to make sure that you're profitable in that aspect. But we can discuss that with any client that wants to focus on that as well.
Okay. So yes, even though you do see prices up there, if you do choose to take advantage of adding something like this to your business lineup, he will go over how to price that so that you're profitable in sending these orders out for your customers. Yeah. Another question is, if the hub sends the item to the customer, does it have the hub address or my address?
It could be either or. That would be arranged with you and the hub. So the hub would blind ship it if you would like them to, or put your information on there or put their information, whichever you would prefer.
Okay. Let's see. There was one more question. Let's see. What's the website?
Let me bring it up for you real quick. Give me 1 second. You know when you can see that.
So it's just photozoomer.com.
Right. And if you want some more information, you can just come to the support tab and go down to contact down here. Okay. And then just enter that you want something for sales. It's there by default. Put in your information and Joe or myself will get back to you. If you want to see more information about the solutions themselves, just go into the solution tab and you can see more detailed descriptions of what it is. There's a video of how the sublimation works, but then it goes through kind of the process of things. Okay.
Yeah. Another question that we had, which we did go over this, but just to reiterate, how do you find hubs? There is an app in the App Store for PhotoZoomer that you can download, and there's a locations tab or button on the main screen. You can touch that and find where the locations are, but there are over 1,500 locations across the U.S., and I'm sure it'll be based on your zip code area, and it'll tell you where they are.
So this is what the app looks like in the Apple App Store as well as the Android. Mm-hmm. For your iPads.
So that last tab up above her picture says locations, and you would just click on the location button, and it will show you where your closest hubs are to you, so that you would know whether or not you can get to them in 30 minutes to pick up the rush item banner that a customer might have needed for a last minute graduation because somebody else couldn't get it to them fast enough. So yeah, that was super cool. If you have any other questions for me or for Mr. Eric, just let us know. There is one other question. Do you offer luster, glossy, matte? And if so, does it change the package price? And I'm assuming this is for the photo packages.
We offer luster and glossy. Matte is not much of a choice for a lot of people when it comes to photo packages, but we do have matte paper as well. And no, it does not change the price. Your markup is anywhere between 700 to 1,400%, depending on the material that's being printed on. So you have a substantial amount of profit built into. I'll give you, for instance, if you were to print the photo package, let's say at home, okay, like, at your at-home business, and you used one of our printing devices that we know the cost of actually doing everything on a photo package. Give me 1 second to get there. That sells for $19.98. You got a cost of $3.82 in that package. And on the ones that sell for $9.98, you got a cost of 82 cents in that package. So it's a relatively low cost, but as you know, from a printing standpoint, because you guys print every day, what the cost doesn't cost near as much as the final product is based on the value that you bring to the table. Now, these are archivable prints when printed through the Canon Pro Series printers, so they'll last on our photo paper up to 100 years. If they're overcoated or framed, they'll last up to 200 years. So we do only archivable high-end printing. We don't do any four-color product. You can, but we don't provide that type of print technology. And we only provide the Pro Series printers from the manufacturers to guarantee the quality.
So with Kitty and Doggy, how is profit shared when using the hub? Just a general answer, if you don't mind, please, Mr. Eric, because he will go into that if you have more interest in are trying to get into doing it. He'll, of course, go into greater detail, but a general answer if you have it.
So general answer would be, let's say the deal was $100 banner. The hub would take a percentage of that. You would keep the other percent. So you would collect $100 for the client. The hub would then charge you whatever percentage you guys agreed upon. That's negotiated between. We have suggestions that we give the hub and the client to negotiate with. And generally it's either 60-40 or 70-30 based on the product that's being produced and who's paying for the shipping and where it's being shipped to. If it's going back to the client every time, then there's no other shipping mechanism because it's built into the Print Hub side of the pricing. But if you were going to say, I want everything shipped to my customers, then that's a whole nother cost structure there.
Okay. So again, if you have questions beyond this, the contact information is in the description. So keep an eye out for that. So from this point, what we'll do, and Mr. Eric, if you want to hang around in case there's any other questions, you're welcome to do so. Actually, because we may have another question or so, but one of the other features of the photo zoomer is the sublimation, because I'm sure you saw that in the photo gifts section. So I'm going to share my screen, and in this instance, here's the photo gifts. Now, if you have sawgrass, put a purple heart in the chat, because I would like to know if you currently use a sawgrass printer to do your sublimation jobs. Now, I know there are some of you out there who may have converted an Epson, whether it's an Echo Tank or one of the cartridge systems, and that's okay. This works for you too. But I'm specifically asking for sawgrass for a reason, because I actually have the sawgrass as well. I have the 8.5 by 11 sawgrass. One of my biggest complaints with the sawgrass, unfortunately, everything has a positive and a negative to it, right? But with the sawgrass, their creative space is not super creative. I don't want to be critical because it does work, but I like a little bit more oomph with my creative, doing my designs and stuff. So one of the cool things is Sawgrass and Photo Zoomer have been working together. And so if you do purchase the sublimation package, it is not one of the packages where you send it to a hub. This is strictly for you to print in-house, and it works beautifully with your sawgrass. So I said we'll do a project tonight with the sawgrass, showing you how this flow works when you are using the Photo Zoomer software to do your own sublimation. Now, this could replace the Sawgrass Design Suite. That's what this would kind of do for you, because there is a subscription for the Sawgrass Design Suite, right? But there's a subscription for this, but this would replace that, in other words. And what they do is they do have many of the blanks built in, and of course they're adding more as they come along, because you guys know there are zillions, literally it seems, sublimation blanks out there. But what we're going to do, I'm going to try the lanyard, because I do have a lanyard here, and I also have a luggage tag. I'm gonna start with the luggage tag because lanyards are super skinny and it ain't much room to them to make anything. But the cool thing is we're gonna select the luggage tag, or if you didn't want to use the pre-made blank templates, you can create your own shape, size, whatever you need, in case you have something that's generic. Like for instance, right here I have a ceramic tile that I picked up from Lowe's. That's not going to be up there in the templates, because I got this from Lowe's. So I would need to know the measurements of how big I want to sublimate on this, and I would probably do the rectangle shape, and of course put in the measurements of that tag. So that's for those who need to do the things from scratch. But if you don't want to do things from scratch, you can just come up here and grab a template. So let's grab the rectangle bag tag. And as you see, it pops it right up. It's here. And so for you 12 folks in here that put the purple hearts up with the sawgrass, this is, it integrates right into the print manager. Absolutely love it. Now, if you have the Epson Echo Tank or the Epson with the cartridges, this still does integrate with your printer as well. But when you subscribe to the software, they will get the drivers to you that belong to your printer and get you hooked up. So for this, we can do a background color, and Mr. Eric, if you need to interrupt me, you're free to do so. You can do a background color, or you can do a template in the background if you want to. You know, have a unicorn there if you want to, or you can do a background picture. And Mr. Eric, it was the funniest thing. The guy that worked with me with the training and installation and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, I got a picture of Eric," and he pointed right there, and I was like, "Okay, see, that's just wrong." But he was explaining, y'all been friends for 20 years, so I was like, "Okay, well, I can get that." But that thing was hilarious. But the little puppy dog is super cute. Or you can upload your own pictures and put them in there. But like, here's the puppy dog. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You can fade the background if you wanted to, and then put, you know, the name here. Or like I said, you can come here and add the picture, and they even have clip art you can do for it. Let's see, select pictures. Let's go to the drop folder. I can't remember. Hold on. Getting pictures off of my computer. That's where I'm trying to get to. Select pictures.
Oh, they have to be in the drop folder.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put them in there, and I don't have any in there. They're right there. Right. Yeah, there's the drop folder. Let me grab a picture and put in there real quick. Let's see. Do I want to do that? I know which one I want. Let's do this one, because y'all know I love this right here. Okay, so now we're gonna add the picture, and here's prints. All I did was drag it from my pictures folder, dropped it into the drop folder, and here is prints. And we're gonna put him on there, and we're gonna expand that picture out. Yeah, give it a moment, because I've been doing laser work on my computer, and so my thing is running slow. Hold on, let's take that background, clear background. There we go. Make sure I don't have, oh yeah, I do have two.
You can just hit that remove button right beside
Remove. All right, now I should act right. There we go. I do too much at one time on here. All right, and then of course I can stretch it if I need to. But you can do all of this, add backgrounds, drop shadows, outlines. I mean, you guys, there's a ton of stuff. And then once you're ready, you can hit done. You accept that you got the right, even though I don't, to print this picture. And then add it to the order, and then hit print order. Now, when you hit print order, it's not going to send you to a hub, because you are the hub, but it will take you to your printer. And I have the print manager 8.5 by 11. So I would just select that, and it's going to send it right back there to class, the Sawgrass. So we can print it there. I'm pretty sure there's paper in there. And of course, y'all know I don't have my heat press on. Tilly is not on, but that's just how easy it is to be able to create a job with templates or without templates, and send it to the print manager, and print it on your machine. So my print manager will pop up as soon as it gets the memory to be able to do so, because I'm running too many things at one time. But that's just how easy it is to be able to utilize this software, and generate additional income, because y'all know that's the thing. That's the theme as well of what we're going to be dealing with over the next couple of months, because last year, you remember I did the challenge about your business and getting your business up to the next level. Well, what you're doing at this point is, now that we've gotten that business to the next level and we've done the Start Here Academy, you got your business email address, you got your business set up. Well, what are you going to do with your business now? So we're adding things, and we're showing you over the next couple of months many things that you can do to generate more income, whether you have retirement income and you want to supplement it, or whether you're just looking to eventually phase out that 9 to 5 and go from a 9 to 5 to a 9 to 9 24-hour job working for yourself. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to help you get to whatever levels it is that you're trying to get to, the easiest way you can get there. And thus far, Mr. Eric, because I was approached by another company earlier this year, and they had something not similar at all. It wasn't similar with the software, but they were like, if you get a job, you can just send it and we'll give you the list of all the stores that you can call. And they had this big list of people who would fill my orders for me, but every time I called, it was a 2-week wait, or they didn't want to do that kind of a job, or it was super expensive when it was supposed to be a lesser rate for me because I'm a business to business. And it just got really, I was paying $50 a month for nothing. I never used it because it was like, bruh, this is more of a hassle and a headache than it is a help. This is a help. This is a help. I bring to you guys things that make sense to me. And this makes very good, clear sense to me that if you wanted to add some of this stuff, it's right here. And he laid it all out super easily on a golden platter. Miss JB asked, can you do just sublimation only?
Yes, you can, and it's $19.95 a month.
And Dee Dee asked, if you do sign up, can you cancel anytime?
Yes, we just need a 30-day notice.
Okay. So I appreciate the questions. And again, if you have any other questions, just definitely let me know. And general for someone specific. Okay, that was, I want to buy blanks for sublimation. Someone asked. Now, they also work in hand with our good friends up at Heat Transfer Warehouse. Okay, because that's where I met Mr. Eric, is up at Heat Transfer Warehouse at the Wallapalooza. So hallelujah. But anyway, so that is a partner with them. So all of the sublimation blanks that they sell, they're integrating into Photo Zoomer. Is that correct? Did I remember that correctly?
That's correct. And there's a link in the software that will take them to the blanks that are in the system so they can reorder them.
Okay. So you have direct access to
if you show
those
the
blanks.
screen, I can show you what happens.
Okay.
I mean, there's just in here under your media, this is where you can control everything for your system, like which printers and all that. But in here, when you come down to the gifting items and you choose your transfer media, this will show you all the ones that are active, and you can turn on and turn off products that you don't want to have populate in the list. Okay. And then if you wanted to order anything, you just click on that link down here and it will take you to the page to order the blanks that are in here. So they're all listed out in there. So, okay. That way everything matches up for a customer.
So yeah, you have access to either Heat Transfer Warehouse as is in the software if you're using the software, or of course there are other blanks, and most of the blanks are pretty much the same no matter where you go to get them. So that's not an issue. Now for here, I don't know why it took so long to pop up, but it finally popped up for the print manager, and here is the luggage tag, and we'll go ahead and hit print on that. And Klaus is getting ready to print that out so that we can go ahead and press that to the luggage tag, because y'all, I ain't turned on the heat press yet, and I ain't even pulled the luggage tag out the box yet because I was just so excited to get this information to you guys. Because again, this is, I try to be helpful here. This channel, we're trying to help businesses, and if that's something that you're interested in doing, we want to be here for you. Like our friend Patrice, she gets a lot of orders for a lot of things. She can add to her orders and she doesn't even have to do them. I'm so excited when Auntie call. You can be like, okay, Auntie, I got you, and send it to the print hub, and Auntie don't even know it because this order's gonna show up at her doorstep, and she'll be like, my niece is just so sweet, and you'll be back there cheesing, eating your bonbons because you didn't have to rush and stress and do the order. That's where we're trying to get you guys to. You got to work smarter, not necessarily harder, because that's one of the things about going into business for yourself that a lot of people don't realize. A lot of times you end up working even harder working for yourself because you want to do so many things, and then you're busting tail trying to get all of these orders done and doing all of these different things when there's other folks out there that can do it for you. Okay, let them do it, and then you focus on the things that you really love to do that is not as stressful. Okay. Dee Dee says, and what do I need if I have an Epson 7840?
A question for me?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, we just need, when you sign up for the software, because Epson has different drivers based on the abilities of the printers. Before you sign up, get a hold of us so we can make sure we can drive the device with ease. We can, because we're authorized to drive any Epson, but we just want to make sure we can drive it and give you the quality that you need out of it. Just let us know which printer you have before you sign up.
Sweet. So
Easy.
I'm gonna grab my sublimation box that I've shown you guys before, my sublimation travel kit that I keep a lot of the smaller sublimation things in, and we're gonna find us some luggage tags. Here is the lanyard that I was talking about. If someone asks you to make a banner with like the Prince one you did, do you print that to send to the hub? Good question. I'm gonna say no. Now I don't know what Mr. Eric in the hub is going to say, but I would say no.
Well, the hub is going to print what you said, because in the contract between the two, sorry, it basically states that you have the rights to print that image. So the key thing is the copyright responsibilities would fall on the client location that created the product. That's in the program. So when you hit the you accept button, you're accepting, saying you have the rights to that image.
All righty, so there you are. If you're printing something you ain't got no business printing, and the folks, the boys in black come looking, then they gonna point to who sent the file. So that's why I say no. Erica Bradshaw just got her resale license. Normally, what I do is ring the bell for business and babies, and babies that we get, our printers, our cutting machines, and things like that. But a resale license is very huge. That's a big deal. So I'm going to ring the bell for that, ma'am, because that's totally awesome. Congratulations, Erica. Holler! Yes, honey. Yes. That's what's up. Congratulations, my dear. You have fun with that resale license and enjoy making things. And y'all, I got a fat square luggage tag in this box, not the long one. So I'm gonna have to go look at my other stash. But it did print out and it fell on the floor, but it did print. So I'll show you. It's super easy. Hey, let me turn on the heat press because Mr. McQuackins is telling me in my ear that I need to have the heat press on, and I do. Because it ain't on. And then that way we can press and sublimate something here in a little bit after that heats up. But here is the luggage tag. It did print out in the size that it was supposed to be. So we will be able to just lay the luggage tag on here, press it, and be done. Now, are we able to, in the software, add other things to this? I didn't notice that. Do you have directions on that?
When you clicked at the end and you click no more items, that's why it took you to the print. But if you said yes, you wanted more products, you can add a variety of different products in there.
Okay. So it is able to add more, and
right,
you
so
can
maximize the use of the sheet. So everyone is aware. I believe, Eve, you received the software on just Thursday this week, right? Or was it Thursday or Friday?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
So to show you how easy it is to operate, that's easy. So if you want to, let's say you chose the coaster, which most people choose, would do multiple of, and you put my portrait in there or the puppy, whichever.
I'm sorry. He had me crazy. He was like, yeah, I'm putting a picture of Eric. And I was like, okay, and it didn't click at first. And then he was like, you met him, right? And I was like, yeah. Then I looked and saw what was on the screen. I was like, bruh, that's horrible. And he busted out laughing. He was like, I can do that because we've been friends. And that thing, I said, oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all friends.
Yeah, we give each other a hard time. It's like a second marriage, the one that I'd like to forget about. Just kidding.
So let him know I told it.
Yeah. All right. So when you hit print here, except you choose the quantity. So most people would choose 4 because you got more than one coaster, or you can add different ones. So if you leave it at that, okay, add to order.
Oh, okay.
Now hit yes. And it's going to take you back to yes. So now you can go down to choose a luggage tag if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Okay.
you can do that. So you can create a variety of different products. And what we're going to do is we're going to reverse image them like they need to be. And we'll spread them out on the paper so you have enough space to sublimate what you want. Okay.
Okay. That's so cool.
So the idea is to make sure that we maximize that sheet as much as possible. So.
Oh, I didn't want 3 of those.
And now just go over to the left of there and say, yep, take it down to 1. Now you can go add.
That's so easy.
If you still want to add something, you go back and say, oh, I want to add a pair of Prince flip-flops. You can go add flip-flops if you want to.
And then
just down at the bottom,
cool,
add
y'all.
photo. Just click on add photo down there.
Oh, I think I clicked to, let's hit X, and you said add photos.
Yeah, now scroll down and choose the flip-flops if you want to, or a puzzle. Choose a puzzle. I like the puzzles better.
There we go. Now it's a little smaller puzzle. Okay.
Put your whatever picture
we're gonna do a different picture. We're gonna do the gorilla, because him is cute. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not what I wanted to do.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Alrighty. I'm gonna have to send this puzzle to him.
Yeah.
And then I don't want 3, I want just 1. So I'm gonna add that to the order.
Now you can say no. You got your whole order of what you want, then hit print order. You can just hit enter. There you go. Choose that. And then when it opens up your print manager, you're going to notice that everything's going to be mapped out in reverse. And if it's more than one sheet, we'll just create the second sheet as well. So it'll just keep adding what sheets are necessary. So it just, again, simplifies everything as much as possible.
Now, is there a problem? We'll see here in a minute, because I did not pay attention to what size the puzzle was. But if the puzzle is bigger, no, okay, so it fits on the 8.5 by 11, so I did good.
Yeah. And
yeah. So it's going to print, that's one page it's going to print, that's the other page it's going to print, and that's the, so it's 3 different pages that it's going to print for me.
Yeah, because the coaster, if you go to that second page, that coaster, the third coaster and the luggage tags will be on. Just because it's 8.5 by 11, but you need that a little bit extra space so you can tape it down and have that excess on there.
That's so
we
cool.
give you that overbleed so you don't have any blank lines or any lines in the product. So.
Right. Okay. Well, I actually don't have a puzzle, but it'll fit on my I have like the eyeglass microfiber cloth, so I'll have to send him the microfiber cloth as a joke. So let me know the address to send that to.
Well, as you can tell, I wear glasses. I clean them all the time out here because there's dust out here.
So yeah, you guys, I want to tell you thank you for hanging out with us on this. I'm not leaving, but just wanted to reiterate and make sure that there weren't any other questions that you have. So it's really neat. I need to stretch out this thing so it quit spitting on the floor. But it's really neat to be able to utilize more things to be able to make a little bit of extra money, again, without a lot of effort. And that's what I appreciate about this. But the sublimation part is the jobs that we would do. So again, the sublimation jobs aren't sent to the hub, but the pictures, the business cards, the canvases, the blueprints, all of those things, they do get sent to the hub, that you can actually fulfill and make extra money.
Well, I know you've got more to go over. I'm still here, but I just want to thank everyone. The questions are great. And if you have any questions, like Eve says, you can go to the contact page on PhotoZoomer, email us. We're just an open book to make sure you have all the information you need to make the most intelligent decision for where you're trying to go. And we will help build that path to print. So don't feel like, oh, I got to add all this stuff. Start with the software, and then you can add things to become your own print hub and to be a hub for others if you want to. But we're here to help that stair-step approach to success. But again, thank you so much for the time this evening. In case I don't get to pop back in, I just want to say thank you to all, and thank you to Eve, and so much. I appreciate it. And I'll be hanging in the background till you need me, okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So you guys, what we will do is go more into this as time goes on. I'm actually intending to take this live and then split it into his presentation and the following questions after. So it'll be its own standalone video. And or you can come back and just watch the replay. It's entirely up to you. But at the end of the day, I want to definitely thank y'all for hanging out and talking to Mr. Eric about the photo zoomer, because as I mentioned, it's been a few months since I saw him up in North Dakota when we went to the Wallapalooza. And I met him and he sat down and talked to me about the photo zoomer software. And it just, again, all I could see is it helping you guys if you wanted to go on that particular journey. Okay, so that's what this is all about. And like I said, I did turn on the heat press so we can sublimate a few things. I don't have a puzzle available, not that size. So what we'll do is use a eyeglass cleaning cloth, and we'll do the cool gorilla, because I'm gonna send that to the guy that did the installation stuff for me. And then I do have a luggage tag. I'm gonna have to look in my drawer and find the luggage tag. But I got coasters, and I have, what do you call it, koozies as well, and that's in the software as well. So if you guys have any questions on any of that, just let me know. But aside from that, let's sublimate some stuff, okay? So let's see. I'm going to, why is that red light on? Did I run out of paper? I may have run out of paper. But this is the coasters and one of the luggage tags. And I did run out of paper. Fortunately, I got the paper right here on top of cloths. So we're going to put some more sublimation paper in there. And print the last sheet. All right, there you go. And so with this, we don't absolutely have to cut these or trim these or anything like that. It's not necessary. But we can if we need to. So I'm going to switch over to the cutting table so that we can line this stuff up while the heat press presses. So let's see. Now that you guys can see the cutting table, I need to see the cutting table on the right screen. So let me move that. All right, cool beans. Okay. So here are, there's a coaster here, and these are the other two coasters. That's a luggage tag. So we need our heat tape. And you guys have sublimated, I'm sure, many things over time. And it is a lot of fun. Now, if you are new to sublimation and you've never done sublimation before, there's very few of y'all out there that are like that, though. But if you haven't done sublimation, what I would suggest is go to Dollar Tree and grab some of these packs of washcloths. You get 3 for $1. You used to get 4, but you don't get 4 anymore. And you can sublimate on that and practice your sublimation, because it doesn't matter if this gets ruined or not, because if it gets ruined, it's still a washcloth. You can still use it. So definitely try that. But meanwhile, I'm going to grab my case and get an eyeglass cleaning cloth out so that we can press that. Tilly is at 279 degrees. So that's good. I still have my laser stuff back here so that we can laser up some stuff later. But see, I got eyeglass cleaning cloths right here. Oh no, let me see if that's big enough. That might be too little. I got some bigger ones in there. Let's see. Because I got to make sure that is big enough. We're going to make it big enough. Because I need him to have this. Because it's hilarious. All right. Then, yeah, I got a box of goodies. And then I got a whole tool chest behind me full of sublimation goodies. So, let's go in there. Oh, and then I have a box down here of sublimation goodies I forgot about. Let's see if we got some sublimation stuff in here. Y'all, this is crazy to have collected sublimation blanks through the last few years and not sublimate as much as you want to. Here's some coasters. So here's one. And here's another. This is a hardboard coaster. So we'll use that one. Let's dig down into the box of goodies. Let's see. Okay, I keep those washcloths for just for that purpose, to test out designs and stuff like that. All right, so let's put this one back. Now, I don't know if you are aware. So like this is fabric and it's soft. I don't normally use sublimation tape with my fabric, with my soft things. I usually use a spray that I get from Conde Systems. It's called Dytrans Pro Spray. Let me show it to you. This stuff is nothing short of magical. Okay, I have yet to have the tip clog, but it just takes a really quick spritz. Nothing super heavy at all. And with that light spritz, it doesn't clump or anything. And then I just lay it down. And then I don't have to worry about it shifting around on me before I go to press. And then once I press, it's not sticky. It's over and done with. So like the heat dissipates it. So you see it doesn't come off or move around or anything at all. Now this neoprene coaster, I would probably use a spray with this one as well because it's soft. So just a quick spritz. And let's go to this one. And we'll put that down. I'll put more of his head in there. Alrighty, so we got that one down. Whenever Tilly gets heated up, I got the camera on the laser machine on ecstasy, so I don't know that we'll have Tilly live tonight. And then let's see, do I have a luggage tag, y'all? I got blanks on blanks on blanks. This is insane. Let's see what's in here. Do I have another coaster? I think I may have another coaster. Now I was supposed to get this stuff together before. Oh, here's another coaster. I'm supposed to get this stuff together beforehand and was super excited about making sure everything was just so. Woo! Miss Sharon Davenport, thank you so very much for the super chat. Holler. Yes, honey, that's what's up. Thank you very much. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because have a good night, Miss Sharon Davenport. I'm going to scroll back up because I did see something that I meant to mention. Sandra, I'm not even going to butcher your last name because I want to be able to pronounce it, but I can't. But I'm going to give your comment its highlight. And she says she got a new scan and cut to go along with your new 4x4 machine. So congratulations on your scan and cut. Holler. Woo! Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much for your letting us know about your new babies. And then Miss Andrea Ross, thank you very much for your super chat as well. Holler. Yes, fam. Yes. That's what's up. Thank you. We definitely appreciate the support of our channel. We love you guys so very much. Luggage tag. Here you are. Yas. Knew I had it. Just couldn't remember where it was. There we go. Okay. So let me get my chat back where it's supposed to be. Now we ringing the bell. You got two, not one. 2 HTV Run auto presses. She forgot to share last week. Remember, I wasn't feeling good, but better now and going to go visit Mama. First of all, give Mama a hug from us. Second of all, That's what's up, girl. 2 heat presses. Holler. Yes, hunty. Yes. Congratulations on your 2 new babies. You gonna name both of them? You gonna name them twins? You gonna give them, make them twins? Name one and name one Juan and name the other one Amal. And then all you gotta do is show us the picture of Juan, because if you've seen Juan, you've seen Amal. That was a dad joke. It was a bad one, but it was still a dad joke. All right, so I am putting heat tape on the luggage tag because the luggage tag is rigid. So the spray is not ideal. Okay, freaking fret. The spray is not ideal for the hard substrates, only the soft ones. So that's why we're going to use the heat tape for the hard luggage tag, the hard coaster as well. All right, so I'm gonna line this one up real similar to that one, so they'll look pretty similar even though they are different materials, because as you see, this one is hardboard and this one is neoprene. Teresa's sister Hearts Craft says her HTV Runt heat press arrived last week. That's what's up. Y'all in these heat presses. Holler. Yas, hunty. Yas. That's what's up. Congratulations. Woo! That's what's up. That HTV Runt heat press is has been rocking the nation around here. Folks have been loving that. Let's see. Y'all, Tilly is on the wrong temperature. He is on 350, so let's put him on 400 because we cannot sublimate at 350. That ain't even gonna work. So he was almost, and then I'm gonna put it on 60 seconds because most of these blanks are 60-second blanks. Thank goodness. All right, sweet. So we only got a little bit more to press these, and then we'll be done for the night because we only got a few minutes left in the show. Queen C Essential says hers is coming in December. Well, honey, be sure to let us know when it arrives so that we can ring that bell for you, my dear. Ring that bell. So here we got these. One more coaster right here. So we'll have 2 that match that are hardboard, and then we'll have one that is neoprene. And I'll put these at the workstations so that whenever we have drinks while we're working, filling orders, we will have coasters to use. All righty. So this is really super simple. Now, you know what? I'm going to cut this one though. Why do you think I'm going to cut this apart instead of leaving it together? Let me pull it up and see if I can get an answer, because they're taped down pretty good. Give you a hint. Why do you think I would separate these instead of leaving them together to put on the heat press? Who has the answer on that? Uh-oh, Sandra Lewis says she got her HTV Runt also. Congratulations on your HTV Runt too. Holler! Yes, Crafty Sassy Queen. Get that bell ring for that baby. That's what's up. Pressure difference. That is correct. Thank you. Thickness, JB says yes. Kitty and Doggy, not quite different time, but because the luggage tag is thinner and both of these are thicker. So I'm going to have to separate them because otherwise we won't get the correct pressure on the luggage tag. We definitely need to get that thickness on the luggage tag. Miss Bickham said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cough up a lung on that. My bad. I was acting up, telling dad jokes over here. So I'm going to cut these apart just like that so that we can press this separate. So we got a couple of different presses that we'll do. Like this one can go on with these, even though this is a little bit thicker than that too. So we may have to cut this apart too, y'all, because we want to make sure we got good pressure all the way around on our substrate. So we can't definitely press the eyeglass cleaning cloth with any of this, because that's definitely thinner than all of these. And we want to make sure we get good pressure and even heat all the way around. Let's see what temperature we're at now. We are at 378. So 378, I think, will work really good for the time being with this eyeglass cleaning cloth. But just to be on the safe side, I am going to give it just a little bit longer to heat up. I'm going to put up my tape and my spray. And I want to ask you, what is your favorite item to sublimate on? Because we haven't really been talking too much about sublimation around here. So what is one of your favorite items to sublimate on that makes you money? Miss Janet McKinney says, your husband and I finally did a glitter t-shirt on the Brothers Scanning Cut machine. Oh my gosh, can you get an amen? Yes, ma'am. You can definitely get an amen, because that glitter, that Brothers Scanning Cut, and using the cutting machines, period, can be a daunting task, especially with that being, that was y'all's first time. If I'm remembering you telling me correctly in your correspondence that y'all been working with that. Now, while this is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all something else I've been working on. I thought was super cute with the laser machine, because y'all know I can't stop lasering stuff. Now I will say that it's becoming a problem. I'm constantly thinking of things to laser. So eventually I'm going to need laser AA. But for the time being, they have these are called kerf tools, which I thought was super cool. So the whole purpose in these is to measure the thickness of the wood that you're putting on your machine. So like, for instance, the wood that I was using here, you just slide it into the different slots until it won't fit into a slot. And you know that this is 0.154 inches thick. So it's pretty neat, pretty handy little thing. And you cut it out on the machine itself, which is super neat. I made some really cute keychains. Like this one says, I'm not sure how many chocolates equal happiness, but so far it is not 26. And this one says, nothing screws up your Friday like realizing it's only Wednesday. And this one says, too old for Snapchat, too young for life alert. And yes, that's definitely true. And my favorite childhood memory is not paying bills. I thought these were super cute and super funny, and cut them out on the X tool. And I have been having a whole ball. I even made my own ruler, y'all. I was like, okay, see, now we just doing the most on doing the ruler. So I made a little 3-inch ruler to measure stuff. I don't kind of like, because I did engrave instead of scoring. So it makes it hard to see these little measure lines in there. But so I'm going to go back and redo it and put scoring instead of engraving. But it still turned out super cute. Look at the little bitty ruler. It's so little bitty. So I'm excited. I've been doing so much with this thing until, like I said, I need an intervention. All right. So to keep from wasting time, we are at 400. I'm not going to worry about cutting the camera on, but I'm going to go ahead and press I put down butcher paper. I'm going to go ahead and press the eyeglass cleaning cloth. Alrighty, and let Tilly do her thing. Wait a minute, my pressure ain't tight enough. Righty tighty. Let's get a little bit more pressure on here. There we go. And then we will do these next. This one might take the longest to cool off. So then I'm going to do this luggage tag. And since it's double-sided, like I can sublimate both sides, I'm going to use this other print of the luggage tag to do the back side of this one. Because, I mean, you can't have prints on just one side. I mean, you can, but why when you don't have to? He's beautiful enough to be on both sides. So that's what we're going to do with him. We got 26 seconds left on the eyeglass cleaning cloth. And like I said, that one is going to get shipped out. I'm not sure where. I don't think that one's going to Nevada, but it is going to definitely get shipped out. 2 new babies in the house, a Cameo 4 and an HTW Craft Pro 15x15. Congratulations, Zelda. That's what's up, honey. Holler. Yes, hunty. Yes. Sandra, yes, they did. They absolutely loved it. We gave it to them yesterday. I personally was shocked because I was like, I thought it would be, like, oh, that's cute. No, they loved it. So I kind of doubted my own little abilities on that. But yes, they did love it. They do have it, and she's gonna hang it on the wall. How cute is that? How cute is that? I absolutely love that. That is hilarious. So I am definitely sending this to old buddy who was installing that software on my computer, because he ain't gonna talk about my friend like that. Period. All right. So let me go ahead and put these over on the heat press. And I'm gonna get a new piece of butcher paper because that's a lot of extra ink, because that um eyeglass cloth was a lot smaller than the um actual image that sublimated. So as you see, it pulled the ink here in this square and sublimated the eyeglass cloth. All right. So we are going to toss this and this, because we don't want any ink contamination on anything else. We don't reuse this. Alrighty. And like I said, our next thing is going to be the back side. Well, we'll do this first and then we'll do that last, because then I can let this cool off and we can flip it over. Alrighty. So here is heat protection for my cutting mat. What time we got on here? 10:50. Okay, we're doing good. 3 years later, people will ask you, where has your wife been? We haven't seen her in a minute. And you're going to be like, I don't know. I last saw her in 2022 crafting. Yeah, sitting in her laser machine, not doing nothing else, because she loved that laser so much. And I do. Oh, Lord. That one, the tape fell off. Hold on. This is going to be hot. Woo! Okay. So here is coaster number 1 with Baby Daddy. Alrighty. And here is coaster number 2. Matching Baby Daddy coasters. Holler. Yas, hunty, yas. Let's see. This one is not glossy and this one is glossy. Alrighty. Turned out absolutely gorgeous. Now we'll do the luggage tag. I probably should have did different pictures, but it's prints. So y'all will be all right. That's my man. Okay. All right, so let's fold this over. Now, don't forget, please, that tomorrow, Monday, is when the tickets will go on sale. I will drop the link in the Facebook group. This is for the advanced rhinestone class. This is not for the beginners class. I will have to schedule another beginners class at some point in time really soon. This is for learning how to create rhinestone designs. I said templates because you will eventually cut it into a template. This is a rhinestone designing class, and it is a rhinestone business structure class. So this is not only going to teach you how to create rhinestone designs, it's also going to teach you things that you can do to make more money using your rhinestones. Okay, so you're already participating in the buy-ins. You might as well add some extra stuff to it too. I mean, we're gonna be adding some of this other stuff, so we're gonna add that as well. So no, this is not just learning how to cut templates, because I cover how to cut templates in the beginners class. So that's not what's going to be on the task for this particular class. All right. So there's the luggage tag looking spiffy. All righty. So we're going to get a fresh butcher paper for this. And then here in a sec, as soon as I put this on the heat press, we will line up the luggage tag for the other side. Meanwhile, this is pressing. Okay. So this is our third coaster. And now let's line up this luggage tag. All right. Still got a little bit of heat to it. Just a little bit. That's a lot of bit. Hold on. When I flip it over, how do I want him looking? We're going to do him like this. All right. Let's get him lined up. Let's get some of this tape I put up. Tape him down. And then we'll press the second side. And then we'll be done, you guys. We will be done with the show for tonight. Again, I want to thank you all for being here for the presentation with Photo Zoomer. Photo Zoomer is the name of the software that you can use to make some extra money, honey. Make some extra money. Ooh, that rubber smells horrible. All right. So there's the coaster. It came off the paper because, like I said, when you spray it, the heat automatically releases the glue. So you don't even have to worry about it, man. You just pull it right off. And now we're going to go ahead and put this on and press this. And then we'll be done with all the sublimation. Easy stuff. I know it was not like any hardcore heavy duty sublimating anything, but we did sublimate this. And we got this super cute eyeglass cleaning cloth. Hopefully Mr. Eric won't forget to send me the address so I can shoot that over to its new owner. And that's it. So you guys, thank you so much. I appreciated y'all hanging out with us tonight. It was a lot of fun, as always. And I look forward to next week. We will probably be getting into doing some possibly some lasering. I know we need to do an embroidery project as well. Captain's meetup will be next weekend, next Sunday. So for those of you all who are captains, please be on the lookout for that. I already have the project in mind. Very excited about it. So definitely you will get your notification here on YouTube in the community tab. So be on the lookout for that. And here is the luggage tag with the second side pressed. Get it on the paper because it is hot. There's one side and there's the second side, you guys, just like that. Very easy peasy, mac and cheesy, all because it was so simple to set up with the Photo Zoomer software. Okay, that Photo Zoomer software, y'all saw it didn't take much to do this at all. You know, it did not take long to get these printed, to get them lined up, to combine jobs. You saw that for yourself. It wasn't difficult. So, just keep that in mind, especially if you've been fighting with the Sawgrass online design space thing. Is just, this gives a friendlier option for designing all of your different sublimation blanks and getting them set up so that you can send it right on over to your Sawgrass printer. And for those of you who don't have a Sawgrass, it's still super simple to use. It can make it really easy to knock out customer orders without having to do a whole bunch of measuring and fooling and fumbling and stuff, So definitely give it a thought. Give Mr. Eric an email. The email link is in the description. All right. So you can definitely reach out there. And the website is in the description as well. So you guys, for those of you, again, interested in the class, the link will be on Facebook and the link will be posted here on YouTube if you want to sign up for the Bling Up. This is the next level rhinestone class, not the basic one. This is the next level up so that you can learn how to do rhinestone designs step by step from the perfection epitome of the bestest, Patrice from Craftable Things herself. And then I will handle the second half of the class where we will discuss rhinestone business building because I've done it for so long. We've got some great tips, some great information on pricing, strategizing, and some things that you might not have thought about that is available to you for making some money off of your rhinestones. Okay. And I was incorrect earlier. The class is on the 28th of October. 28th of October. So 2 weeks from this weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after on a Saturday. It's a Saturday, 4 p.m. Okay. 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Can't remember. I'll double check and let you know, but I'm pretty sure it's 3 p.m. 29th, Saturday. see, y'all know my dates is trash. My dates are trash, y'all. I do too many things. I run. You just no excuses. It's the 29th. It is a Saturday. That much I do know. It's a Saturday. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. It's been a long day. It is Saturday. It is not on a Friday because she actually has a in-person class on Friday the day before. So it's not going to be on a Friday. It's going to be on Saturday, and it's going to be at 3 p.m. so that she can do her part of the class and go get some food. We ain't going to discuss that part of it. But 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. is her, and then 5 p.m. beyond is going to be my part of the class. All right, so it's a double decker. You get two of us, and we're going to powerhouse through this thing and make experts out of all of you. I'm excited. All right, so the class tickets will be posted on Facebook and here on YouTube. So you guys, I thoroughly enjoyed you. It was a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you, as the time goes on and as we progress through this thing called our crafting life. But until the next time we see you all with all of our prints blanks, we hope you have happy crafting. I'm going to read about prints and I will talk to y'all later. Look at my baby daddy, boy. I tell you, just, love y'all. Bye.